What's going on, guys? Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com bringing you my review plus on-feet video of one of the shoes from the recent Adidas KITH collaboration, which is the KITH Cobras Adidas Copa 17.1. Now, this was one of many shoes as part of this Adidas KITH collaboration, and this is the one that I picked because it was my personal favorite out of the entire pack. I like the Copa 17.1, and I just really like the look of the shoe with the black and rose gold combination. So many cool, intricate details that are exclusive to this particular Copa 17.1. I'll do my best to point them all out for you in today's video. So if you want to learn more about this specific shoe, stick around, watch the entire video. As far as getting a pair of these for yourself is concerned, this was a limited edition release, a collaborative effort with KITH, which is a New York-based kind of sneaker lifestyle brand. They don't make sneakers, but they do sell sneakers, of course. And I believe they make their own line of apparel. I'm not entirely sure, guys. I know it's founded by Ronnie Feig, who I have heard of before. He is very popular for collaborating with a lot of major brands in specific sneakers, and I guess more specifically than that, sneaker colorways. And he is a very, very famous guy in the industry in regards to fashion and just lifestyle sportswear. So it's cool to see them kind of, I guess, diving into the soccer market, because this is the first time we've really seen some kind of collaborative effort with a lifestyle brand. I guess they did it before with the Italia Designs, a pack that we saw from Adidas, let's go back 6 or 7 months now. So we're seeing some of this from Adidas. Hopefully we see something like this from other brands as well, because I think it's cool. The end result, when the product is as good quality as this, is always something that I'm happy to see more of. As far as getting them for yourself is concerned, though, KITH is a New York-based store, and I believe you can get these in their physical in-store locations. And as far as I know, they sold them on their website as well. I'm not sure if they're still available, but that's the best way of getting them right now. If they aren't sold out everywhere, eBay is going to be your best bet. You're going to have to get them in the resale market. As far as what these guys come with, because they do have a premium retail price of $300 versus the regular $200 price for a regular pair of Copa 17.1s. They come with an extra set of rope laces that are red in color that you probably wouldn't want to wear with the shoes if you actually plan on wearing these. And it also comes in a special red drawer style KITH branded box with the KITH logo in rose gold, which is pretty cool as well. If that's worth an extra $100 to you, I don't really know. If you really want a pair of Copa 17.1s to wear, you're probably better off getting a regular colorway, unless you absolutely must have this one, which admittedly is very, very cool. So the first thing you'll definitely notice when you see this shoe is the snakeskin finish on the upper. And aside from the look of that snakeskin finish, it's still the same kangaroo leather upper. I'm not sure what the process is to get this particular finish. Maybe they heat press it or something like that, but it maintains the same softness. It feels exactly the same on feet. It's still 100% a wearable, high-performing soccer shoe like you'd normally find from the regular Copa 17.1. It just looks cooler, which I'm perfectly fine with. I wish they would actually incorporate this type of finish on the regular Copa 17.1s, maybe not just every colorway, but from time to time. I just think it looks awesome. It's got this kind of semi-glossy finish to it, and it fits the theme of KITH Cobras. That is this half of the pack. There's KITH Cobras, and then there's KITH Flamingos, and I'm not sure what the backstory is there, if they just made these two KITH teams up for the sake of the pack, or if there's something that previously existed, but this is part of the KITH Cobras side of the pack, which includes Copa-inspired shoes, be it the boot or the sneaker variations, and then you have the Flamingo side of the pack, which has Ace shoes. So you have the Pure Control and then some Ace-inspired sneakers as well. But like I said, KITH Cobras, pretty cool theme. That's why you have the snakeskin there on the surface. So rose gold is the main accent color that you're going to find throughout the entire upper. You have the black on black Adidas stripes on either side. You'll notice that the tongue, the compression fit tongue, same material, but a shorter construction. So this looks a lot better to me. It feels a lot better to me. It's just that it doesn't have the unnecessarily long flap tongue that you don't really have anything, there's nothing to really do with it once you're actually wearing the shoes. This just is a little bit cleaner. So I wish they would actually do this on the regular Copa 17.1s. You have the Adidas logo in rose gold on the left shoe, and then on the right shoe, it actually has the KITH branding, which you guys will see in just a second when I show the shoes on feet. You have the KITH Cobra logo right there on the underside of the tongue as well, which is pretty cool. And then you're also going to find the rose gold Adidas logo right there on the back. it says Copa right here like it normally would on the left shoe. On the right shoe it says Cobras, which again is a neat little extra detail. And then on the inside liner, which is again the same as a regular Copa 17.1, it says on the one side strike first, strike fast, and on the other side it says just us. So that's something that would also be a little bit different, I guess exclusive to this particular shoe as part of this KITH collaborative effort. The insole, fully removable, I'll give you guys a quick look at that. It features a synthetic suede liner on top, red in color, with the KITH Cobras logo right there in gold. Cool little extra detail. Standard ortholite foam, so it's a regular Copa 17.1 insole. Again, the changes to the colorway, the changes to the finish on the surface of the kangaroo leather upper are simply just visual differences. The shoe itself is a capable performing Copa 17.1, so if you do want to buy these to actually play in them, you can do that 100% without worrying about anything. And then of course, moving on to the sole plate, you have the sprint frame construction with the external heel counter. And it's the standard Copa 17.1 sole plate and stud pattern. It shares it with, of course, the top end Ace 17 models, and it's a metallic rose gold. It does come with a warning sticker, letting you know that the finish on the sole plate will wear off over time, so it'll basically just chip away. Not something we would normally see on a Copa 17.1, but they did include it here, and it looks awesome. This is really cool. I'm generally not a fan of the chrome finishes, but this rose gold color is really, really nice. It's almost like a bronze. Honestly, I didn't even know it was rose gold until I read the press release. I just assumed it was bronze, but it still looks really, really cool. And then you have the smoked out stud tips that are translucent as well. Overall, really, really good looking shoe. Let me know your opinions on the look though down below in the comment section. Definitely my personal favorite colorway of the Copa 17.1. And it'll likely remain my favorite colorway of this shoe for this entire generation, assuming that there will be another version of the Copa 17.1, a next generation. As far as weight is concerned, if you were wondering, in a size 9 US, these guys weigh in at 7.6 ounces, so the weight is about the same as a regular pair of Copa 17.1s, unsurprisingly. And that's pretty much it in terms of tech specs. Let's take a look at how these things fit and feel on feet. So you can see on the right shoe, I actually swapped out the stock black laces, which look fine. Obviously you have the blackout look, for some metallic bronze reflective SR4U replacement laces, which pretty much match the rose gold perfectly. Like I said, I thought it was a bronze before I thought it was rose gold. So if you guys are interested in a pair of replacement laces for yourself, the website to go to is www.sr4ulaces.com. There'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link down below in the description. So if you're interested in a pair, be sure to go ahead and check that out. So as far as how these things fit and feel on feet, the Copa 17.1 is not my favorite shoe in terms of leather boots. Obviously, this is the main competitor to the Nike Tiempo Legend 6, which admittedly is a shoe that I definitely do prefer more than the Copa 17.1. Something that I find annoying about this shoe is this compression fit tongue, mainly when you're putting them on, because you put them on and it's got this wraparound on the inside. It doesn't really change anything with the feel. It's there for reasons that aren't entirely necessary. So you put it on and it kind of bunches up on the side. So you got to kind of pull everything from the sides so it's not bunched up when you tie the laces tight, because you actually feel the bunches and it's uncomfortable. And you just got to fiddle with the shoe every single time that you put them on. So a regular tongue would have been perfectly sufficient, but they chose to do something more modern just for the sake of having that modern element to the shoe, even though it offers no performance value whatsoever. So I'm just going to tie these up so you can see them both on feet. Sorry for that little rant there, but that is kind of my main gripe with this particular shoe. Aside from that, they're actually really, really good. Do that, tuck this in the side. And again, you still have this kind of little flap here. There's not a whole lot you can do with it. You can technically try to fold it over. You could tie it on top, but it's still not really going to stay. So I just choose to wear them like this. But anyways, here's a look at the shoes on feet. They're very, very comfortable out of the box. The kangaroo leather is soft, it's flexible. The heel is very heavily padded, which makes it feel more bulky in the heel area than it actually is. So keep that in mind, but still super, super comfortable. It has that traditional softness you would expect from this style of shoe, but because you have the sprint frame bottom or sprint frame sole plate, it's much more lightweight and I guess more modern feeling in comparison to something like a Copa Mundial, which I know it bears the Copa name, but these are really nothing like Copa Mundials at all. This is just kind of I guess a replacement for the 11 Pro line if you want to compare it to previous Adidas shoes rather than comparing this to the Copa Mundial, which is just a completely different experience overall. In terms of fit, they're very comfortable. Obviously, it's a leather shoe, so as you wear them in, They're going to soften up and stretch to the shape of your feet. In terms of width, these are going to be suitable for just about anybody, even if you do have wider feet, just because it is a full leather upper. You'll also notice that on this shoe, it doesn't actually have the mesh material at the heel. It's full leather all the way around, which I guess is exclusive to this particular version. And as far as the sizing is concerned, I'm wearing my usual size 9 US here, and the fit and length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. So that is pretty much it, guys, for my review of the KITH Cobras Adidas Copa 17.1. Very cool pack. If you guys would be interested in more of the shoes from this particular pack, let me know down below in the comment section. I'll do my best to try and get some of them in if enough of you guys want to see it. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. If you have any questions regarding these shoes, leave them down below in the comments. I'll do my best to get an answer out to you. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.